I had to separate myself from the church a little. So instead of going 4 times for the week, I started only going on Sundays and on Fridays for youth service. I was even a youth leader at one point until I realized that more of who I was not directly aligned with what the church believed in. And so instead of being in a space and disrespecting the space, I separated myself from it. I don't know if I can identify as a whole entire lesbian because it doesn't feel real to me.
Did you just say a whole entire lesbian? Hey everyone, I'm Dania Beckford. Bold, sometimes brash. And since I'm the CEO of Broadtail Design, I consider myself Broadtail Beautiful. It's time we make the conversations we have as women open, honest, and authentic as we navigate living our best lives. Join me as I have intimate conversations with women of all sizes, shapes, and confidence levels as we explore being Broadtail. Hi, my Broadtails. Welcome to another episode of Being Broadtail. This week, we're speaking with a woman who is setting trends in the digital media space. She's a vibrant, fearless young creative walking daily in her truth. For her, there are no limitations or boundaries. Recently, she decided the world needs to share in her charm, queer, and whimsy, so she launched her TikTok and YouTube channel. She has managed to rack up thousands of views, likes, and followers. You know how we do. We start the weekend off with authentic conversations and strong spirits. So help me welcome my guest for this week, Jess.
Hi.
Hey, Jess. What going?
Not a thing me there. Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, I know you as a journalist. You even interviewed me for Flair magazine at the time, wanting to know what's in my bag. And then boom, pandemic. You turned TikTok sensation. I do a bag of things. First, we have to cheers to all of the things that you're doing. So we're drinking Johnny Walker.
Okay.
I'm like the black. So we're doing it on the rocks because we have one whole of things to talk about with all of your joy and queer and whimsy and all of the places where you go. Cheers. Yeah, girl. You must drink. We see this confident person on TikTok and on your YouTube channel going to all of the hotels, all of your gastronomical feats, something where you eat and all of them things there. Were you always like this? Were you always this confident and outgoing?
I grew up in Kingston with my mom and my brother. We grew up in the same household. And I was always front and center at school, at church. Yes, I was a church girl. And and I was always singing and dancing. And everybody knew my family because of me. Because I was always front and center singing and dancing and having a good time.
But you said that your mommy and your brother were introverts. So you having this bubbly personality in the house, I just thrown them. How did that work out?
Boy, it never did work out so good enough, to be honest with you. So my mother always would say, you can't be more like your brother. And every pan knock you for dance. And every pan knock you for jump, right? So I felt at the time like she was trying to contain me. But I cannot be contained. That is just who I've always been. And so regardless of the beating and the lock up in a house and whatever, I still was myself through and through.
Okay. So what this whole being confident in your own personality with somebody as important as the woman who gave birth to you, telling you to calm down a little bit, keep it a little quiet. I know that in the high school years, this is when we really define most of our personality. How was that for you?
It didn't affect me. Like I said, that this is just, I can't help but being Jess. That is just who I am. Sure, I could have used like a guidance at the time, mind you, but that's just who I've always been. So nothing has really changed. Nothing could be changed. I would dumb it down a little while I was at home and while I was around her. But once I was on my own, that was just me. The world was my oyster.
The world was your oyster. Okay. So now we're in high school, as I said. Were you always full figured?
No, you know somebody little so. Me not tell you no lie. I'm gonna get 2 pictures and show you. When I started gaining weight when I was in 4th form because I did the CSEC English and Literature, and for some reason I was up studying and just having a great time near the fridge. And so, you put on a little bit of weight, you go back in 5th form, and people say, lad, your bottom round though, so I think it's a good thing.
No, I drink to round bottom. I drink to round bottom though. So
me think it's a good thing now, so I say, all right, food and whatever is a good thing. And so, over time, I just kept putting on weight. So I've had to be comfortable with myself at several stages.
Right. How was it for you in the beginning? You said that, you thought it was a good thing. Were there anybody telling you that it was a bad thing?
My mother.
Oh, okay.
And so everybody out the road, I said, lad, you look nice. And you're young and you see your peers telling you, lad, your shape good though. So that just swell up your head. And you walk a road and maybe the boy them say, lad, she look good for true. But by the time I got home, that was my mother. You don't see you gaining too much weight and she cutting my portions and that kind of thing. So,
and we know you're not like that because half of your TikTok page is about the food. One thing you gotta eat.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Rain, shine, depression, happiness, food is a must.
Did it in any way deter you from wanting to put on more weight or just being comfortable as you are?
It didn't deter me from not wanting to put on more weight, but what it made me felt fat. So even when I was just a little, I wasn't fat. Looking back at the pictures, I was not fat.
Listen, when we look back on all our picture them, where people that tell us that we're fat or we didn't think we're fat, when we look back, we never did.
We never fat.
No.
We never fat. We never fat. We just have the thighs and the bottom where I feel like that was just a natural thing.
The bottom is important. All right. Okay, broad tail.
Right. It did make me look in the mirror, and when I looked in the mirror, I felt like I was fat. She used to point out my arms. At this time, I didn't have no whole heap of arms. It was just a little buff looking back at it. And she used to say, look how your arms them big. Yeah. You understand? And she used to pick me apart in a kind of way. So when I looked in the mirror, I would see what she saw and not what anybody else saw.
But how you manage that? Because your mother is somebody who is very influential in your life. And I understand that you've been saying that, you're yourself. You had to learn how to love and keep on loving yourself. But what was that process for you?
Let me tell you, as much as I'm not in church right now, church was my community. And people there loved me beyond words. And so whenever I would leave my house and I went to church, those people would build me up.
Yeah.
And they reminded me every Sunday, every Tuesday prayer meeting, every Wednesdays.
Every day I go?
We used to go about 4 times a week.
Oh, okay.
And then 4 times a week there, people did always did it. I say, yeah, man, girl, you look nice. Yeah, man, you're going good. You're doing well in school. I'm proud of you. I love you. That kind of thing. So that's what helped me through at that very crucial time in my life.
I don't know. 6,000 piercings, outgoing personality, being with a woman. How did you transition from church to no? Because you said that they were your support system.
Yeah. They really were. Okay, so by the time I got to UA, this was me coming into. I moved out when I was 18. So the mother situation. Me move out and go a friend yard, go finish 6th form because I wait until she paid the last of my exam fees. I left.
Okay.
I left. I'm going to stay with my friend and her grandparents.
This must be a Kingston girl situation. Because I would have liked to see myself and move out of my mother and father yard. They would have come for me. Yeah, man, they would have come for me. It's a country situation.
Yeah.
And your friend can't take you in either.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, but go ahead.
But yes, I moved out at 18. I finished 6th form when I was with my friend. And so... I had a little time to be out on my own and trying to figure out what being an adult is and who Jess was. And then I hit UA. And then by the time I got to UA, I was pretty confident in okay, maybe this is what I want to do right now.
What is the it?
The it, I wanted to be me. I just wanted the freedom to be me without anybody in my ears or whisper and tell me what I can and cannot do.
Say, the months before I got UA, me did that sing, how long, Lord Jesus, how long? No, true. And the day when I got UA, my father pack up my things them in my room and whatever that day I ball so till because me did just miss my mother. After me did that sing, how long, Lord Jesus, so I get it completely. Moving from Jessica to Jess.
Right, So when I had to separate myself from the church a little. So instead of going 4 times for the week, I started only going on Sundays and on Fridays for youth service. I was even a youth leader at one point until I realized that more of who I was not directly aligned with what the church believed in. And so instead of being in a space and disrespecting the space, I separated myself from it. But I still had my friends because, like I said, I grew up there. And so I didn't necessarily have to come out to my friends, but I would just randomly get up and talk about this new girl that I met. And then I said, girl, I was like, listen, but she's also XYZ. Yeah, man.
Focus.
Right. So there was
like her. Focus.
Right. So there was never really like a coming out kind of situation for me. But moving from church to being who I am right now, and moving from Jessica to Jess, which is who I am right now, it never happened overnight. It happened over time. Over a period of time, years.
Okay, so now one of the videos, well, most of the videos on TikTok that they have racking up the thousands of views is because you're showing your relationship, and we all know so the people them on social media fast, bad. Them want to know what's going on in your life, and you're with a woman, and you call yourself queer,
right?
What does that mean?
So I don't know how anybody else identifies with queer, but I have loved a man before, and this was many moons ago. And I don't think
many moons. You're going like you're old though.
Right. Enough moons.
All right, fine.
So I don't think that it is impossible for me to maybe perhaps find another man at some point in my life and fall in love with another man. However, at this very moment and for the past couple of years, I just don't see them that way.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know if I can identify as a whole entire lesbian because it doesn't feel real to me.
Did you just say a whole entire lesbian?
But I can't identify as bisexual either because I'm not looking at a man right now.
So that's how queer comes in.
So that's how queer for me comes in.
Okay. So another thing is that, all right, so you're full figured, you're out there, you are sharing your life, and then boom, you have to be some sort of whole heap of confident also in Jamaica to be sharing the fact that you are with a woman with all the questions and comments that people will make. So tell me about that journey. Were you always this open with your relationship?
No, let me tell you, I hate to see when the relationship done, people sheepishly delete them one, and I did not want that to be me. So I've never posted a partner on social media. Maybe a little story, you say, mixed parts, and foot, toe,
hand, foot, watch, shoes, back of head.
Right. But with this relationship, it had time to blossom into what it is now. And I'm pretty confident about it, and I'm confident in it. And so I decided that, and it's a new experience for me because she has sense, she have her head on her body, and she makes sense. So it's...
So, all right. So the people then before never did?
Only never made no sense.
Oh, so
I joking. Like, a few of them made a lot of sense, but the relationship that I'm currently in, it fits who I am right now and who I am becoming. And so I'm enjoying that process.
Okay, so I feel like I know your partner because I'm on your TikTok. I see when on a date from foreign. I see when a non-physical date, when a physical date. I go on the whole vacation. We don't know everything. I'm just there. I'm a center seat to your relationship. And I also saw on TikTok that a person decided that they were going to try to diss you. And they were clearly bashing homosexuals. And you made a whole video about it. You put on TOK song. Me no power in a chichi man car. And you did that go on like you cry. And then you just start laughing and dance. And I say, did you even have breakfast, person? You're here talking about me. So is this the way that you've always dealt with people who have negative things to say about you? You laugh it off?
Yeah. I'm not taking nothing personal. 80% of the issues that people find with you is because of their experience and how they were brought up and just how they were socialized in general, right? So I cannot allow another person's opinion to affect how I lead my life and my state of health, my mental health. I can't allow that. So me saying from them a partner chichi man can expect me I go be bawling and running to my friends and be like, oh my God, I can't take the shame. No. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I'm a productive member of society. I pay my taxes, right? I have a tribe. I pay my taxes. I have a tribe will love me beyond words, and I know who I am. So whatever it is that you have that you are projecting onto me does not affect anything over this side. We're good over here, so.
We're good
over here,
right over here, so.
Right
now we have to drink tonight.
The dollar them good right over here.
I've spoken to women who also identify with being queer or bisexual. Some a whole lesbian, as you mentioned before. And they have told me that one of the reasons why, other than the fact that they have a natural attraction to women, one of the reasons why they decided to be in a relationship with a woman was because they didn't think that men out the road appreciate their full-figured bodies. They felt more comfortable with a woman. Was this also your experience?
In Jamaica?
Yeah.
Jamaican man love round woman. I never see a set of man, black man in general, them love when woman round.
Around like English pound.
Right. So I've never really had that experience at all. I've never had an issue in the man department. It's me more of to say, yo, my guy, back up. You get me? So I've never had that issue. That has never been my experience. But I also understand that there are several different body types, and I happen to fall in the body types that is quote unquote more acceptable or desired because me have a smaller waist, me have a hip and the roundness, and me have a ample breasts, right? So I understand the perks.
Ample breasts.
You don't think you have enough?
It's all padded.
Right. So I understand the perks that also come with having that body type regardless of the size.
Okay. So you seem to be at the top of your game where confidence is concerned. Now, what advice would you give to other people? Because there are some persons out there who may also identify as queer, as bisexual, as gay, all of it, even heterosexual. Because me here say the heterosexual, them say them a come out.
All right.
Because them feel bad, them say
As
them a
they
come
should.
out, as everybody must come out. But how would you, or what advice would you give to them with regards to their own confidence journey, knowing that there are people out there that is not accepting of your body type or your sexuality?
Don't pay people no mind. Just don't take things personally. Like I said before, you know, people come to you with whole heap of things in the background going on, where they've been before, their personal experiences, how they grew up, how them parents did react to them when them young. And so if you allow who they are to shape who you are, you're heading down shit creek, and me not love that for you. So don't ignore the noise. Ignore the noise. Follow what feels good to you. Follow what feels natural to you, and live that 150%.
What is the difference between Jessica and Jess? Because you still identify as she, her, right? So is it because Jess seems a little bit more androgynous?
No, it's because I feel like Jessica represents everything that was when I was living with my mother. And Jess is somebody completely new. But also, the foundation, the very core of who I am has not changed. So I couldn't just go get a whole entire new name. Right. So I had to break it down.
And what's the relationship like with your mother now?
It's non-existent. And it's not because I haven't tried. I just feel like I am very willing and ready and open to talk about what has happened. And you're just not going to shut me up. This isn't my experience, and you're not going to gaslight me and tell me say it never happened and it happened because of XYZ. If you want to have the conversation, we're going to have it in its full entirety, in the truth. And I don't think that she's at that place at the moment. And so we're just not having a relationship right now.
And do you think it has more to do with the fact that you are always outgoing and very different from her, or the fact that you are with women, which may not be something that she subscribes to based on your church background?
No, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, Muse travels, so I'm sure she knows by now that I'm with a woman. But that wasn't the issue that we were having any at all. The issue that we were having was who I was and who she was, and she not being able to understand who I was and deal with who I was.
Yeah, I understand that completely. But my mother always said, once there is life, there is hope.
Right.
So there is hope.
Yeah, man, I'm willing. It's not like I'm closed off and be like, no, I don't want to chat to her. That's not where I am at all.
Right.
But if we're gonna have the conversation, we have to have it in its entirety.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
Now, the TikTok journey, it's like it just blew up. 1 minute, I saw that you said that you're going on TikTok. And the next minute, me look, you have 11K followers. Me look again, 18K. And it's just been growing. And I'm hooked on your channel. So tell me how that started, why you wanted to do it. How is it going?
Actually, so I used to say TikTok is for pick me. I'm an adult. I mean, I had no time for that.
Same.
Right. But 3 months ago, a friend of mine said to me, just know, man, you have one really nice personality. I think if you keep this to yourself, go on, man, and you always go places and do things, go on. So, you know, me create the account and me have it there. I'm going to post one TikTok of me shaking my bottom, and that was it until until 2 weeks later, my girlfriend came to Jamaica, and I don't know, I was just filming it just because I wanted it as my personal memory, and then I edited it. And then I put it on TikTok. And before I knew it, it was at 100,000 views.
Yeah, because the people them like people relationship.
Right.
And you speak nice and you're pretty.
Thanks.
It's a full
true.
package.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So that's where it really started. I had no expectation of blowing up and being a sensation. I didn't expect people to really like me either. I don't know what
Why? Why did you say that?
I don't know, because I am not everybody's cup of tea. Some people, they don't necessarily, they might tolerate me in them space, but true. Mm-hmm. They might tolerate me in the space, but maybe them not necessarily like me. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people not like me.
Well, you know what? There's something I've learned about people who are confident. Mm-hmm. It's the people who don't like our confidence that watch us the most. And so we need to continue to give them something to watch.
I agree.
Yeah, because not enough things are up on the station.
True.
Yeah. So we need to do that. Okay, and so where do you see yourself? It's growing so fast. Mm-hmm. You really had no plan, even though I think that a big part of it, other than the fact that, you know, you were just showing your experiences and you're beautiful and you're doing it, is because of your journalist background. So you know what people want. You know people want.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So what are your aspirations for TikTok and for YouTube generally? Where do you want to go with it?
I feel like it could be a full-time job.
No,
I feel like it could be a full-time job. I want it to be. Let me manifest it. I want it to be a full-time job. Because it comes naturally for me. And all I have to do is sit down, pencil out, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I have the storyline in my head from I take up the phone. I have the storyline in my head from I also write my scripts.
Of course.
Right.
I can hear it. They're so
I can't wing it. So once I pick up that pen, I'm a writer at heart. Once I pick up the pen, I pick up my laptop, it comes naturally. And I feel like if I don't have to fight to produce it, it's what I'm supposed to be doing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I could drink to that. Cheers. Because I'll Netflix there. Yeah. I'm a PR that launch.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Yeah.
All right. I like that. No, you seem to be at the head of your confidence game. On our confidence scale, the Being Broadtail confidence scale, 1 to 10, where would you put yourself right now?
I'd put myself right now in this very moment at 10.
All right.
Look how nice. No, I want to take a good look. Look how nice.
It's a nice body.
Right.
All right,
so
good.
At 10. Today, now, in this very moment. 10.
All right. So go on with yourself, because what we have coming up next is the sleek confidence pose. So you put yourself at a 10, but we want to see if you're going to match up to my 10 in the posing, and it's a pose up. So let's go. I want to thank you for coming through. And I know that you're already glowing on your confidence, but I have a little gift for you. You know, you can't.
You like free things, and I really like free things.
You can't come from Being Broadtail and not get gifts. So the first one, because there are many, is from Morgan's Creek.
That's skincare and stuff. Yeah,
because
give it to
you
me.
Know, well, okay, you know that a girl is confident when her skin look good and glowing. And so you can go up to Morgan's Creek with your gift certificate and you can choose what you want at any one of their stores. But Joni, the owner, she's in the one at Ligani all the time.
All right, so Ligani mega good.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Hi, my broadtails. How are you? Welcome to another moment with Morgan's Creek. And of course, you know, I'm in Morgan's Creek in Ligani Sovereign with the managing director, Joni Dale Morgan. And this week, we're featuring the Tropics body spray. Joni, how is this different from the body splash?
So the body splash is like a light perfume, while the body spray is oil-based. But we've used a spray top, so it's easier to come out.
Yeah,
so
it's not messy.
Right, it's not messy. So you just spray just a little bit.
Yes, it's nice, but it's also light.
So it's very light, so it absorbs into the skin, gives the skin a nice glow, so you don't feel greasy, so you don't have to worry about when you're walking in the sun, you start to feel clammy, you won't get that feeling at all.
Nice. I love that. And you know I love to always look very, very
right,
oily.
and you know, for some persons, for the body cream, they can just add a little to the cream if they want it to have a little bit more. Right.
Nice. And what about this Tropics line? Do you have other things in the Tropics line?
No, so it's the only thing we actually have in the Tropics line.
Nice.
And for the oils, but we have amber and incense, we have mango coconut, because Jamaica is a coconut country.
Yeah, we love
everything.
Coconut.
We love coconut. So we have about 6 different scents of it in the oil.
All right, guys, you need to check out the Tropics line body spray with all the flavors that they have. And you know it's luxury. It's handmade. The magic is behind the black wall here in Morgan's Creek. And where's Morgan's Creek?
Sovereign Center, shop 36, and you can find us at our website.
All right. Thank you so much. Go get it, guys. Get it. Where's your phone? I think
Right
there's
here.
something nice on your phone.
Yes, I did get something nice.
From Blink Sky Jamaica. So Blink Sky Jamaica, they are a platform here that have digital gift cards. And so what happens is you got one from Kingston Jerk. I know you like to eat your good food. And so when you get to Kingston Jerk, all you have to do is contactless. It is seamless. It's easy. They will just, whatever you're buying, they'll just scan your digital gift voucher from Blink Sky Jamaica, and that's it. You can eat to your heart's desire.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So big up Blink Sky Jamaica.
Big up Blink Sky Jamaica.
Nice. And of course, you had to get a gift from Broadtail.
For cover my Broadtail.
Yes. And we know that you're a regular customer. But we have some new.
Lord God.
For the new year.
That should come in without warning.
Here we go.
Thanks.
I hope you enjoy it all. Thank you. You're welcome. I like the people them who look on them gift pants it. I like that because I love the reaction. Now, you know you cannot leave the Bean Broadtail set without getting all of the money. And so this is my ZZ plant. It's an East African plant and it is said to be the money tree. And so I want you to touch it up because I want money for the 2022 is what I want for you.
Okay.
So touch your plant. What? Oh!
I have an August.
Oh my God.
I need this money.
Could you just put the, thank you. Can you just, yeah. Okay.
Money comes to me. Good things are coming to me.
Right.
Amen.
Now, there's a new thing that we have on Bean Broadtail. Okay. I made these affirmation cards for women. There are 23 of them. And so I want you to choose one at random. Don't look. I'm going to shuffle it up and you choose one and then you give it to me. And let me see what your affirmation
All
is.
right.
Ready?
Ready.
Right. You shuffle it somewhere. Yeah, shuffle.
Look how share. My gambling skills not really on point, you know.
And then you choose one.
I have two, and so what if the universe wants me to have two? I must only
one.
Fine.
I
must give it to you.
Yes. All right. So her Being Broadtail affirmation, I like this for you. My aura exudes confidence, self-respect, and self-worth, and that makes me immensely attractive.
Ashe.
Thank you so much Jess for coming through and for telling us your authentic story, for sharing with us, telling us your truth and giving our Broadtails advice. And I also want to thank my viewers and my listeners for tuning in another week to Being Broadtail. Next week, we have a woman who is going to be telling us just how it is on her confidence journey as she shares with us how it is being Broadtail. Tune in.
Sometimes the things that tear us apart are the ones that unite us and bring us closer together. Sometimes the darkest of night turns into a day so bright, leaving the scars and the pain, everything that we fear behind us. Where there is life, let's keep on dreaming. Where there is love, let's find new meaning. Where there is hope, keep on believing, keep holding on. So never give up through wind and storm, 'cause after the rain, there'll be a calm. Sunshine of a new day, it won't be long. Keep holding on.
A message from Sajiko.